Man, it's super hot in the city. It's like close to 35 degrees. Right here in the mountainside is like 28. Right now, 7 o'clock in the evening. We had a full day of riding, and tomorrow will be again another day of riding. But I want to do something stupid. I want to show you guys how the Suzuki GSX-8S sounds and the vibration level. I have my water with me, so I want to see how many waves we'll get in this glass. Therefore, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's check out the noise first. It's on. Doesn't sound that bad.
No, the noise is quite steady and the water is steady. Not so much of Suzuki emotions in the water.
So at around
you make it sparkle.
5,000–6,000 RPM. It begins to shiver a bit, but that's the Suzuki emotion. Let's check out the Honda emotion, because we have in this test the Honda Hornet 750, the new 2023 Honda. Let's see. Let's put this glass pretty steady over here. Okay, same thing, yeah?
Yeah.
Engine noise first, and then we go for the emotions. Quite the same, but the sound is a bit more with bass.
Yeah, grunt a little bit, yeah.
That's a bit of grunt. I think this one is a bit steadier.
Yeah.
Man, that's my water. What are you doing? Okay, so
sorry, it's too hot.
yeah, it's too hot for everything. Today it was quite hot in the city, and we are still riding tomorrow again. Hopefully we can find out which one is the best in between these two beautiful machines. Check out the colors, baby blue and the Hornet yellow. Let's go. Let's go riding.
Let's ride it.
Beautiful sunny day up in the mountains with this beautiful looking machines, Honda Hornet 2023, Suzuki GSX-8S. That's a long name. So beautiful blue up here in the sun. Super ride in the mountain. We have twin cylinder engines for both of them. The power output is close to the same. It's 91 HP over there and 83 over here. A bit more torque for the Suzuki,
yeah,
but 3 Newton meters more. The difference is not that big. We've run it up and down this mountain today and yesterday, and it was quite awesome to do it. Let's face it, we've already checked the vibration level. These bikes are pretty well made, and they made a very good job considering the price that the price tag that everybody has on this two bikes. It's a superb thing to buy, even just for fun rides in the weekend or even for daily use. But let's break it down. Let's start with the engine. We've said that the engine offers lots of torque, enough torque actually, and quite a good amount of HP. How does it feel on the twisties? Because it's important to ride your bike on twisties to be able to get along and keep up the pace with other bikes.
Yeah, I believe that they were made for the twisties. They felt really nice on the twisties, and it's quite a pleasure to ride.
Did you feel the difference in power output? Is the
just
Honda Hornet
slightly for Hornet? Also on the spec sheets, it's a little bit higher. So maybe
might be because of the exhaust.
Yeah, maybe it's a subjective matter, but yeah, the exhaust feels a little bit more. It feels grunted, a little bit grunt.
So we've used them in sport mode for the Honda and in A mode for the
also
Suzuki.
The sport mode for the Suzuki.
Yeah, so while rolling the throttle, this one is quite predictable. It goes very precise out of the corner. Otherwise, the Honda has a bit of character. When you roll the throttle, it's a bit punchier when you go up in the revs. It feels a bit twitchy, but not something to be to get you upset of. But it will feel like character for me.
It wants to play. That's it.
Exactly. But the another thing about this engine, it doesn't get you any heat. These two engines are quite good in the summer days. We didn't felt any heat coming towards our legs.
Although
it's
today it's actually plus
33
30
degrees
Celsius. Yeah.
Celsius, so that's bad. So no heating problem, very good engines. Let's talk about the comfort level and the ergonomy. When you sit on it, the saddle on the Hornet seems a bit more comfortable.
Yes, and it's a little bit wider than the Suzuki.
So it's another thing here, because that seat, it's at a certain height. It's like 79.5 centimeters.
Yeah.
This one is 83 centimeters. Yeah. So it's a bit higher, but a bit narrower. The inner leg curve, it's important. So if you are a tall rider like us,
you feel a little bit cramped.
You feel a bit cramped on the Honda. Yeah, because your legs will be like this. On the Suzuki will be a bit more comfortable because it's higher, it has a different position for the pegs and makes you a bit more relaxed, while on that one feels a bit more engaging, like you want to ride on twisties very fast. But yeah, that's not the case. You can ride them both fast. They feel a bit more neutral. The Suzuki, the riding position, a bit more neutral.
Overall, it feels neutral. I mean, also on the position and the engine and so on, it's
super easy to ride and friendly.
Yeah, I would totally recommend
Playful
it
but friendly.
Yeah, for a beginner rider. I think it's right on the spot.
Superb. What about the suspension system? Because you have the Showa on the Hornet and the Kayaba on the Suzuki, only preload adjustments for the rear if you want other passengers.
But we didn't feel the need those past
they are quite well adjusted. They are on the sportier side. The Suzuki feels a bit more plusher.
Yeah.
When you go over speed bumps,
in the city, yeah.
With the Honda, you go, and with the Suzuki, boom, boom. Yeah. It's not a huge difference, but this one feels a bit more comfier in regards of suspension. Tell me the brakes. We have radial mounted calipers, large discs. We have the brake pump that we've seen in different Honda models, and this one for the Suzuki. How do they feel?
Both of them doing a really nice job, especially on the front. But I think that Honda it feels like it has a little bit more, not so much power, but it's a little bit brutal.
So you have a
front
a beefier brake on that one.
Beefier,
yeah, it has a bigger amount of stopping power, and on this one it feels like the ABS reacts quite fast.
And it's going and it's coming a lot. It's quite
for
there.
The emergency braking, when you squeeze the lever, you will get the ABS kick in very early for the Suzuki. Electronics, you have lots of electronics aids, like the traction control we can adjust on both. 3 stages for the Honda, 3 stages for the Suzuki. Yeah, you can use it very easy because the menu is quite predictable for both. We can not even read the manual and you will know how to use it, because you just press the mode button and then things are changing. What else did I felt so important is that the LCD offers lots of info. It's quite easy to read in the sun, and you have good lights because you have LED on both. Only for the Suzuki you don't have, you have bulb lights for
keeping the classics alive,
for the turn lights. Otherwise, you have the ABS that we've mentioned and the riding modes. 1 extra riding mode. Suzuki has 3. 1 extra riding mode for the Honda, because you have the user mode that you can adjust for yourself. Interesting package. Overall, they felt very good on twisties. They are very stick to the asphalt. You can ride it very, very fast, both the Suzuki and the Honda. It depends on the skills and it depends on the way you feel the bike. The Honda feels faster because you're a bit more tucked in, and the engine sound and the exhaust offers you
it's
a note that will make you feel faster. This one is a bit more playful. It's a bit more playful, and it feels quite the same, at the same pace with the Honda, but the Honda gives you the impression that you're faster.
Yeah.
So have you noticed the mirrors are just at the same height as the car mirrors?
Yeah, because we went to the traffic a little bit in the city.
Yeah, the traffic is not that hard to pass, but you have to switch the bike from a side to another in order to get to the tidy places. So therefore, the position of these mirrors, I don't find it very precise in regards of city use, but you can manage. Yeah. It's the same for the Suzuki. They have almost the same height. Let's check it out, because I want to see. Okay, so when you sit on them straight up, it's the same height. I've tried to adjust them up and down, but nothing happened. So yeah, it's a bit of a small struggle, but why not?
Yeah.
Otherwise, the Suzuki, I think it does a bit better job because it's a bit more narrower than the Honda, or it just looks like.
I think on the saddle side it's a little bit narrow, and you feel it a little bit narrow, but
otherwise the fairing in the front and
quite
everything,
flickable.
Both are very flickable. Let's go on for the twisties, yeah? What do you say?
Because we have like a really nice road up ahead.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
This is the last stop before heading home because we have some water slides and some bathing to do. It's 35 degrees outside. The engines are quite heat up, but not towards our legs, so that's good. Let's come to the conclusion and let's talk about the price first, because we have like close to 9,000 and 4,400 euros less for this model. You get a quick shifter for that one, and you can add up like 200 or 300 euros for this one, for the Honda. It's quite interesting because the price is quite the same. The bikes are pretty much the same, but there's a thing that we need to admit. You say it or I say it?
I have to say it.
You say it, okay, no problem.
So, conclusion, just marginal, so not a huge advantage, but Suzuki takes the top on this
comparison.
Video.
Yeah. The odd thing is that this one feels more like home. It feels like your bike that you own for a lot of time, and it's super friendly and super playful when it comes to the twisties. And regardless of what everybody says, you have to use a bike on twisties. That's the magic. That's where the magic happens. Therefore, the new Suzuki GSX-8S, it's marginal better than the Honda Hornet. So we have to name the advantage. It feels a bit more in level with the twisties, and it's easier to ride. The fun factor is huge. Both bikes are amazing, but who goes with the Suzuki home?
Let's draw.
Okay, let's draw.
Let's draw.
Until next time, don't forget to subscribe.
See you.
It was a pleasure, and we see you in another video.